Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Kody, the star of Sister Wives, has long been a contentious figure. He has demonstrated over the years that, other from Robyn and their kids, he doesn't really like anyone in his life. But in a more recent scene, we can tell that he has developed a deep affection for a different cast member. Even for fans who weren't expecting it, this was a welcome surprise. So, which cast member has made Kody feel something? In addition to being friendly, Kody extends an unannounced truce to the cast members. He wants to travel with them in order to develop a friendship with them. Even his ex-wife Christine was taken aback by this and didn't anticipate it. Kody revealed in the most recent tell-all that he was pleasantly pleased by the personality of this specific cast member, even though he didn't anticipate like them, to the extent that he now desires to travel with them and even go on dates with them. Sister Wives, Christine tells us how much she needs from Kody in child support. Fans of Sister Wives were taken aback when a passage from Christine Brown's recently released book was leaked, suggesting that Kody Brown would owe her $100,000 in unpaid child support for their daughter, Truly. The figure stood out in the grainy image, creating a stir on the internet. According to reports, Kody was at an airport when the leak occurred, looking clearly irate and saying that he needed to control the story. Fans aren't shocked because Kody has a history of avoiding accountability. He also lied about fictitious custody laws in an attempt to frighten Christine. Viewers are now pleading on Kody to take charge and save his kids. Sister Wives, Kody shows off how much he likes this cast member. Nobody could have predicted that Kody would go live on the tell-all and admit that he had developed a soft spot for David Woolley over the years. Yes, you read correctly. He admitted that he didn't anticipate it, but he has grown to admire David Woolley in the most recent episode. He offered him an olive branch to start a new friendship, since he wants to get to know him better. Christine is currently married to David. The first person to leave Kody and start a new life was Christine. She and David clicked right away after meeting on a dating app. Despite having 6 children together and a lengthy history together, Kody and Christine no longer have a close relationship. Kody, however, is eager to meet new people and even wants to travel with David. He went on to say that he isn't expressing his opinions freely since he knows how uncomfortable it could be for Christine. In addition, he wants to go on a double date with Christine and David. Even Christine was surprised when the host suggested going on a male trip. She did, however, take her time and disclose that she would be okay with Kody and David going on a male trip if everything worked out. Christine went on to say that she's not sure about the double date, but they might figure it out in the future. They're not in a position to go on a double date, much less a guy's trip at the moment. Christine Brown is thinking back on her divorce from Kody Brown. Christine is finally able to consider the gaps in her connection with Kody, especially with regard to intimacy, years after she ended her engagement with the Sister Wives patriarch. She told Sukanya Krishnan in the 3rd Sister Wives episode, which aired on June 8th, it wasn't a real, true intimacy. I didn't have financial, romantic, emotional, or physical support. I was independent at the moment. According to the 53-year-old, who has now remarried David Woolley, Christine had previously felt taken care of physically by Kody, but that changed after the relationship ended. How did she feel about it? Just a gesture, she explained again. There isn't any genuine emotion or anything behind it. When it came to having sex with Kody, who is currently only married to Robyn Brown after splitting from Christine, Mary Brown, and Janelle Brown, Christine said she felt used, apathetic at the moment. I guess we just kind of have to. By the time she decided to end her spiritual marriage with Kody in 2021, it was so broken. And she added, "We didn't discuss. You realize there's a problem when you have sex 5 times a year, and we both knew something was missing." Nevertheless, Christine made an effort to make things right before recognizing that the harm was irreparable. It was like, are we going to have any kind of intimacy, sex, in our marriage? During one of our chats, she brought up intimacy. No, he said. When he came back the following time, I told him, "You're done. You're not going to stay here anymore. I don't want you in my bed. We're done." Even though the last nail in the coffin would not fall until more than a decade later, she admitted that the dynamic had shifted when Kody and Robyn were married in 2014. It was so almost over anyway, she said. Meri Brown claims that she had optimism for their union because of Kody Brown. Kody Brown announced shortly after their 1990 vows that he was ready to divorce Meri Brown, his first wife. Still, he led me to believe that he would work on things by saying, "Oh, Meri, when we move to Flagstaff, this will be a good time to have a new beginning for us." In the premiere on September 15th, Meri mentioned their 2018 move, as though he had persuaded me of such things. He has a lengthy history of doing this. Her main issue, she said, is his lack of communication and how he really felt and what he really wanted or what he really didn't want, and the story that he's been telling for all these years. Additionally, Kody acknowledged the possibility of mixed messages, but only because he continued, "I'm like, why would I do this?" when he started working on the project. "I would not date and court her right now." Anyway, Meri's friends were thrilled when she eventually ended things in early 2023. They say, "All right, we're here for you and backing you." "It's about damn time, too," she said. She now thinks that he had been trying to argue that he didn't love her for years in an effort to convince her to leave him. Because if he can push me out and I leave, he's not the bad guy because he didn't walk away. Kody Brown was looking to sell Coyote Pass. Years after the family had purchased the 14-acre piece of land in Flagstaff, Arizona, on which they planned to construct, Kody stated in the season premiere that he was ready to let the project die. Unable to build without shelling out the full $820,000, which the family purportedly paid in 2023, he told his surviving wife Robyn Brown, "I'd almost rather scrap it or sell it, and then just start again somewhere else." She said, "I can't talk about that," referring to Robyn. "That is so not where I'm at." Photo by Gabe Ginsburg/Filmmagic. Janelle Brown left Kody Brown for this reason. Had already been told by Janelle Brown, the second wife. Despite the fact that we just kind of started to grow apart, she ultimately left because to Kody's failures as a father to a number of his children. Hunter Brown, Garrison Brown, Gabriel Brown, Savannah Brown, Logan Brown, and Madison Brown Brush were informed by their mother. "The big spark for me was when his relationship broke down with my children, and he didn't seem like he would move heaven and earth to fix it. And I thought, okay, that was what was really holding me here." In the November 3rd episode, Kody raised the prospect of reconciliation, but Janelle would not consider it. "I don't know how I would ever reconcile with him and have him not have a relationship with my kids," she said. "No, I'm going to always choose my kids." According to Kody Brown, he has been excommunicated by his own family. That was Kody's excuse for not making a greater effort to resolve his issues with some of his adult children. He grumbled, "I don't fit in the family anymore," during the September 15th show. He explained that he was still fully married to Robyn and they were parenting their 5 children together: Dayton, Aurora, Brianna, Solomon, and Ariella Brown. "And then I have some relationship with some of the other kids, and it's infrequent," he continued. "I wonder myself, what should I do with all of this? There isn't a familial vibe." Robyn and Kody Brown's marriage was in a precarious state. Despite being completely monogamous for the first time in their 14-year marriage, Robyn acknowledged in the season 19 opener that "we're probably doing the worst we've ever done in our marriage. It has not been easy between us. He doesn't know if he or one of the other women is to blame. Will you also turn me away? Kody seems to be staring at me because he's getting rejected a lot." As a result, she revealed, "I'm at a loss. I have to make sure he's not destroying our relationship all the time. The worst part," she said, "was there's no resource to help with the idea that I'm still married to a man who's going through divorces." With a crisis of confidence, Kody revealed, "I can't look myself in the mirror and say, 'Hey, dude,' and said, 'I treasure you.'" Robyn found it hard to watch her former sister wives relish their new age. She stated, "They're all moving on," during the October 27th program. "I feel like the idiot that got left behind." She doesn't communicate with Madison Brush, her father. Put Madison, Janelle's eldest daughter, on the list of kids Kody isn't seeing right now. As Janelle explained during the premiere, "I am aware that Maddie has not spoken to her father. Neither of them is called Robyn, and she is not in a relationship with him. She has practically neglected both of them. Janelle claims that the issue is Kody's tense connection with Maddie's kids, Axel, Evangeline, and Josephine. She doesn't really want him to have any contact unless he can commit to it. Consequently, Janelle disclosed in the September 22nd episode that when the family started to really dissolve, Kody did sort of cut off communication with Maddie and her husband, Caleb Brush, whose sister was married to Kody's brother. Since Kody hasn't been phoning or visiting, Maddie has been mama bear to the extreme, Janelle added. She's been pressuring Kody to make amends, but Robyn said, "I think the kids should be doing the same thing, too." She has felt that it's probably better if they don't know about him until he can be consistent, show up, and not be dramatic, Robyn said. But for the time being, Kody doesn't appear ready to patch things up, lamenting that every time he talked to his daughter, it was a fish for gossip and I got tired of it. Kody Brown, he once claimed that Mary Brown was not someone he had ever loved. It is better to multiply love than to diminish it. In contrast, Kody said that when he had said that he had never loved his previous wife, he had done just that. "It's more of like a knee-jerk reaction," he said during the June 15th one-on-one show, claiming that he was reeling from their trashing him. "I was deep in the throes of reactionary vitriol for the past 3 years. According to him, this is the reason he implied to Mary that he had never truly loved her during their anniversary party. Mary revealed the chat to a friend in a September 2024 episode, adding that she was positive he loved her. Leon Brown's mother questioned him in a confessional about why he never proposed if he didn't. When a single young man meets a single young woman, why would he choose to marry her and just affirm and force love for her when he didn't love her? She thought, "Isn't that inhumane? I picked you out of a crowd and tried to force myself to love for the next 32 years. As Kody put it in his own confessional, "Oh, Mary has her little accusations now." But they never enjoyed their honeymoon, he would concede. He demanded at the October 20th incident, "This marriage was on the rocks the entire marriage." How would I also know that? Because I had far better relationships with Robyn, Christine, and Janelle. Even though he stated, "Leadership will never allow you to marry again if you're discarding wives," he remained out of fear. Janelle threatened to take legal action against Kody Brown. The first stage, according to Janelle, would be to pay off the Arizona property, but she wasn't sure if she wanted to sell or construct on Coyote Pass. In the September 22nd episode, she told her ex-sister wife Christine Brown, "I think I'm going to have to lawyer up because Kody refused to talk to her about it. Because I think that's the only way I'm ever going to get any kind of decision out of him." Janelle acknowledged that, as she and Kody are not legally married, "I really have no legal rights to make any kind of claim on Kody's property. I'm not just calling a lawyer and saying I need to divorce this person," she stated. No, a legal marriage does not exist, which makes everything quite challenging. Kody Brown is accused of providing his other wives with access to personal data. Kody says he didn't talk to Janelle about their property in Arizona because he no longer trusted her. He insisted during a confessional in the September 22nd episode that "we will pay off the property when the time comes," adding, "And I'm not giving you any details about what I'm doing or whatever because I'm tired of disclosing information that goes through the gossip mill of our broken family." Janelle called it a bit of a pot calling the kettle black in her own interview. "He leaks like a sieve," she said. "He told me stuff about his other relationships and his other wives that I was like, I don't think you're supposed to be telling me that." Robyn Brown used family money to buy her home. When the family's love was still developing rather than waning, they used to invest all of their money in a single pot. According to Janelle, "We would use all the resources to help one person, then we would all rally to support the other person," on the September 22nd episode. "It always worked that way until the past 10 or so years. Everyone needs their own estate, but all of a sudden it's about me." When Robyn needed a place to live, they all contributed to the purchase of her $1.65 million 5-bedroom home in Arizona. This past August, it was listed for sale. The intention was for it to help the family, Robyn said. When Janelle suggested that they all sign the mortgage, she was turned down. According to Janelle, Kody was like, no, we need to protect Robyn's estate." Janelle continued by saying that since she is leaving the family, she would like to receive her portion of the Coyote Pass earnings, and I'd like to recoup some of the money I put into Robyn's house. But selling it can be challenging. We were working together for so long, Robyn remarked. It's like, how do you calculate? Robyn said when Janelle claimed to owe them money. How is that figure determined? It truly confounds me. The financial management of Kody Brown was questioned by Janelle Brown. The family's inability to pay for Coyote Pass infuriated Janelle, who said that Kody had all these other debts. But she has witnessed him take other items, including trailers and furniture. Her statement, "I see all the art on their walls," was directed toward Robyn and Kody's residence. "I keep an eye on everything. It's okay since I have money and have spent it on things." Kody claimed that buying cars basically had a fleet, and kid insurance took up a significant amount of his money. Janelle remarked, "I used to always be surprised at how nice her backyard was," and she expressed her uncertainty about Kody and Robyn's financial management. It was done. Besides, she had things all the time. Wow, I thought. Huh. She summarized it by saying, "He doesn't prioritize what I need or what I want." And that issue wore her down in the end. I think that after a while I began to notice it, and my kids, especially my adult kids, were getting really unhappy about it. I mean, what the hell, Mom? However, Robyn believes that once her first marriage failed, she became very frugal. She disclosed at the broadcast on September 22nd that, "I used to be not so great with money. When I was young, I had hard knocks, and then I learned during my divorce really how to budget myself very, very well." Regarding her sister wives, she said, "You simply must have had a different priority of where your money was going to go than I did. That's all." Sister wives, Kody Brown has grown surprisingly fond of this cast member. 4,000-word paragraph. In a development few fans of Sister Wives could have seen coming, it appears Kody Brown has grown surprisingly fond of a cast member he once clashed with, and it's changing everything we thought we knew about his emotional circle in 2025. As the Brown family continues to unravel publicly following the collapse of his spiritual marriages to Mary, Janelle, and Christine, and with his once unshakable union with Robyn now on unstable ground, Kody has found an unexpected emotional anchor in a place that genuinely shocks longtime viewers, Michael T. Padron, Christine's daughter, and one of the few family members who had previously criticized him openly in the aftermath of the family's breakdown. But now, after years of distance, emotional betrayal, and media-fueled tension, something has shifted behind the scenes. Michael T., known for her bluntness, independence, and fierce loyalty to her mother, has seemingly extended an olive branch, and in doing so, has captured Kody's unexpected admiration. Kody, who has often struggled with being criticized, especially by his older children, appears to have changed his tune toward Michael T. in a way that even insiders find baffling. In recent family updates, subtle but telling social media comments, and fan-captured footage from Coyote Pass to Utah, Kody has been seen interacting with Michael T. more warmly than nearly any of his other adult children, sparking rumors that she has become something of an emotional confidant, or at the very least, someone whose opinion he now holds in high regard. But why Michael T.? Why now? And what does this evolving relationship say about the new Kody Brown, the one who's desperately trying to reshape his image after being labeled cold, controlling, and out of touch with his children and ex-wives? To understand the gravity of this unexpected fondness, you have to rewind to the years immediately following Christine's bombshell departure in 2021. Michael T. was firmly in her mother's corner, standing by Christine as she rebuilt her life in Utah, remarried David Woolley, and spoke openly about the emotional neglect she experienced during her years with Kody. Michael T., always protective of her mother, didn't shy away from making public statements defending Christine's choice to leave. She even distanced herself from Kody at the time, though she tried to remain cordial for the sake of family unity. So, it's all the more shocking that now, as Sister Wives heads into its most chaotic and emotionally charged era yet, Kody has begun making unexpected visits to Utah, not just for show, but for genuine connection with Michael T. and her growing family. He's attended birthday parties for her children, been seen laughing in backyard cookouts, and even posed for a few selfies that stunned fans who never expected him to rebuild that bridge. In one candid moment caught on camera, Michael T's daughter Avalon is seen running into Kody's arms, and his reaction is genuinely affectionate, a stark contrast to the stiff, awkward energy he's projected around some of his other grandkids in recent years.